1982 was an amazing year of genre film. You had The Thing, E.T., Conan the Barbarian, Poltergeist, Tron, The Sword and the Sorcerer, Blade Runner, and a film I watched about 100 times, The Beastmaster. I loved the hell out of this movie as a kid, but I hadn't, to be honest, seen it from beginning to end for at least 25 years, probably more than that. Recently, though, I saw it. I grabbed the Vinegar Syndrome release of the film in 4K, and I dove back in, and my God, this movie is ridiculous and stupid and amazing. In this video, I'm going to go back and revisit the film that HBO and TBS had on every day for at least 5 years. And I'm going to ask the question, like, why on earth did I like it so much? The Beastmaster, made in 1982, it's a fantasy film that has its own special place in the realm of cult classics. It combines, elements of action adventure and a unique blend of human-animal communication. Directed by Don Coscarelli, known for his work on the Phantasm series, the film The Beastmaster presents it's a vivid world of magic, heroism, and the bond between man and beast. The Beastmaster was unfortunately not a significant success at the box office upon its initial release. It earned a modest sum compared to its production budget. However, its frequent broadcasts on cable television, which is really when I was exposed to it, particularly on channels like HBO and TBS during the 80s and 90s, it really helped it gain a cult following. I remember a friend at school telling me that HBO stood for, hey, Beastmaster's on. I heard much later that the comedian Dennis Miller was probably the guy that said that. But anyways, I heard it from school. And the film's blend of fantasy elements, exotic locations, which is really just outside of LA, and the unique concept of a hero with the ability to communicate with animals, it resonated with a wide audience, kids especially, and it ensured its status as a beloved cult classic. The film is really earnest and it's silly. As a kid, I bought in. As an adult, I kind of adore how goofy it is. And goofy not in a negative way. It's just authentic. Authentic in a teenage boy telling the raddest story that they can tell kind of way. Honestly though, it's nice to have themes such as kinship and courage and the battle against tyranny as the central ideas of the movie. Dar is a cool character played by Mark Singer. You might remember if you're a Gen Xer, he being on the V series on TV. And I'll be honest, Dar was cool, but ferrets moved into my top 3 list of potential pets, knocking parrots down to number 3. So it was dog, ferret, parrot. One thing that I love about the movie is how Dar, the hero of the story, draws to himself all these varied allies. He, of course, has his ferrets, Kodo and Podo, a panther, which was basically a tiger spray-painted black, an eagle, and then, of course, some humans, Seth, Tal, and Curie. Teamwork, man. Weapons always make a character pretty cool, and Dar has his sword, but he also has this cool boomerang type of weapon. I guess you could call it a caber or a glaive. I think glaive when I see it because that was the thing, I guess. You see one in Kroll about a year later. I can't tell you how many Nerf versions of this I lost trying to replicate the glaive from Beastmaster and Kroll. I still like the 2 climaxes ending of the film, and of course you have the dealing with Max Dar's dealing with this cult-like leader trying to take control of the kingdom. And then you have the Yuns or Juns. I don't know what to call them because the characters don't really know what to call them.
Seth.
Yuns.
But their attack is pretty cool. It feels like the film just elevates the stakes. There's also the arrival of the creepy bird people who we meet earlier in the film. The way they ingest their prey and crap out their remains is disgusting, but I gotta admit, cool creature design. The 80s were weird, and the Beastmaster is too, but that's part of the charm. What about you? Have you seen The Beastmaster? I'm sure if you're a Gen Xer, the answer is yes, but the real question is, have you seen it lately? If so, what did you think? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, thank you for watching and living in the past with me.